So students, welcome back to the chapter. We have done page number 1, describing the hen. A hen, a special breed of hen, bronze Leghorn, where we are talking about the quality of it. It was an abstainer from the egg habit, means the one that did not lay eggs. So the story starts with Jane and Clovis when they were talking about a guest who was about to arrive at their home, and then they have decided that what to do. Now to the next page. Okay, here. Let me try my best, said Clovis. Servants are a bit of a nuisance, muttered Clovis, talking to Jane Martlet at tea time. They don't like servants. They are just troublesome. I don't see what you have to complain of, exclaimed Jane. Your mother is so wonderfully lucky in her servant. Sturridge, for instance, has been with you for years. You know it's a lucky thing for her, and see the Sturridge there with you even for years. That's just a trouble, said Clovis. It's when servants have been with you for years that they become a really serious nuisance. It was Sturridge I was particularly thinking of when I made the observation about servants being a nuisance. Means he was not happy with that. He was saying it was Sturridge, and that is making all the troubles. And I was thinking about everything when I observed the servants. The excellent Sturridge a nuisance? I can't believe it. And you were saying that he is excellent, and you are saying a nuisance. I can't believe this. She can't believe this. I know he's excellent, and we just couldn't get along without him. But his orderliness has had an effect on him. Means he was expecting and accepting that yes, he is excellent, but I don't like his orderliness. Orderliness means habit of being disciplined and organized. Okay. Have you ever wondered what is must be like to go on doing the correct things in the correct manner in the same surrounding for a long time? He was very much surprised at his behavior, that how can one person do the same thing in a correct way, in a correct manner, and at the same surrounding, and maintaining it from a long time. I should go mad, said Jen. Means everything is fine. I should go mad on this. It is not acceptable. Exactly, said Clovis thoughtfully. But Sturridge has not gone mad, said Jane with a flutter of inquiry in her voice. Exactly, yes, you are right. But Sturridge has not gone mad. A quick questioning tone means whatever you are talking about, that only you are talking about that one has been gone mad in this condition. Now see, he is not. On most points, he is thoroughly sane and reliable, said Clovis, but at times he is subject to the most obstinate delusions. And on those occasions, he becomes not merely a nuisance but a sure embarrassment. What sort of delusions? Unfortunately, they usually center around one of the guests of the house party. Sane means sensible here. Obstinate delusions means stubborn and false belief. Obstinate delusions means stubborn and false belief. But Sturridge has not gone mad, has Jane with a flutter of inquiry in her voice. Okay, now he is telling that on most points he is thoroughly sane and reliable. Okay, he is sensible and reliable. But at times he is subject to the most obstinate delusions. Means he believe in false belief and stubborn. Okay, and on those occasions he become not merely a nuisance but a sure embarrassment, and we never felt good on his behavior. What sort of delusion then, she asked. Unfortunately, they usually center around one of the guests of the house party. Okay, it used to be on the parties with one or the another guest. So here to the next page. You don't mean to say he might be dangerous, do you? Asked Jane with some anxiety. Okay, you don't mean to say means now don't say, now don't blame like he could be dangerous. One can never be certain. He's saying one can never be certain means he's blaming, said Clovis. Now and then he gets some idea about a guest which might take an unfortunate turn. That is precisely what is worrying me at the present moment. He is telling that no one is sure, one cannot be certain that he gets some idea that whomsoever is coming in the house or the guest can take unfortunate turn. And that is what I am thinking about right now. Then she said, what, has he taken a fancy about someone here now? Asked Jane excitedly. Do tell me who it is. Now see that the Jane is here and Jane is thinking that what is it about? What a fancy is talking about. He asked, do tell me who it is. Then Clovis said briefly, you. Huh? Me? Clovis nodded. Who on earth does he think I am? Queen Anne was the unexpected answer. Who can think? The answer will be I am. Would be I am. Queen Anne? What an idea. But anyhow, there is nothing dangerous about her. She is such a colorless personality. The only thing that I can remember about her is the saying, Queen Anne's dead. And nothing else. Okay, is a saying, Queen Anne is dead. There is nothing dangerous means colorless personality, no mischief, simple sober personality. And the only thing that I can remember is that she's dead. She's not here now. Exactly, said Clovis. Dead. Do you mean he takes me for the ghost of Queen Anne? Do you mean he takes me for the ghost of Queen Anne? Asked Jane. Ghost? Oh dear, no. No one ever heard of a ghost being so very much alive and flourishing. Okay. All his life he has been accustomed to look on Queen Anne as a personification of everything that is dead and done with, as dead as Queen Anne. You know. Now he's saying, Queen Anne? Ghost? No, you cannot imagine about a ghost even. It is not as much as alive and flourishing. He has been accustomed to look. He has been used to look on Queen Anne as personification of everything that is dead and done with. Personification being presented as living beings. Glorying, looking angrily. Okay, the words will come. So done with dead as Queen Anne, you know, and now he has to listen to your talks of the merry time you had at the Dublin horse show. And naturally he feels that something is very wrong with you. Okay. Means now when you will talk to you, when you will talk to him, he will listen carefully to you. And merry time, the happy time, okay, that you had at Dublin horse show. And then you will feel realizing that something is not good, something is not correct. But he would not be hostile to me on that account, would he? Jane asked anxiously. Now he was worried. He wouldn't be hostile. Then he answered, I didn't get really alarmed about it till lunch today. I caught him gloring at you and muttering, ought to be dead long ago. That's why I mentioned the matter to you. No, I was not even thinking about this. But when I noticed that he was gloring at you and muttering, gloring is looking angrily, and muttering, like, ought to be dead long ago. That's why I mentioned, means that's why I told you everything. This is awful. Your mother must be told about it at once. Then he said, my mother must not hear a word about it, said Clovis earnestly. It would upset her dreadfully. She relies on Sturridge for everything. Miss, you just go and tell, but she's not going to believe it. She relies Sturridge and nothing else. Whatever he tell will be the correct. But he might kill me at any moment, protested Jane. But he might kill me? Not any moment, not at any moment. He is busy with the silver all the afternoon. Means not at any moment. Means in the noon during the day busy with the silver. Busy with the silver means cleaning silver cutlery and other silver articles. He is busy in his work. You'll have to keep a sharp lookout at a time and be on your guard, said Jane. It's a dreadful situation to be in, with a mad butler around you, and I am certainly not going to cut my visit short. Now, what is she saying? The Clovis is expecting to cut his visit short, and she is saying no. Whatever is happening, I am not going to cut my visit short. Means she has given the duty to him that you have to be lookout all the time. Okay, it is a dreadful, fearful situation that you are having a mad butler around you. Clear? Now the next paragraph. It was in the hall the next morning after a late breakfast that Clovis had his final inspiration as he stood removing rust spots from an old putter. Putter? A stick or club used to hit a golf ball. So it was a time when they were in the hall next morning, and when they have taken the breakfast late, that Clovis had his final inspiration. Has tried at again the last time. He stood removing rust spots from an old putter. Okay, he was just cleaning that, dusting that thing, the putter. Where is Miss Martlet? He asked Sturridge, who was at that moment crossing the hall. At the same time, when the Sturridge crossing the hall, he asked, where is Miss Martlet? Writing letters in the morning room, sir, said Sturridge. Sturridge answered that she was writing letters. She wants to copy the inscription on that old basket-hilted sabre, said Clovis, pointed to the sword hanging on the wall. I wish you had take it to her. My hands are all over in oil. Take it without the sheath. It will be less trouble. Okay. Then he instructed him to take the sword that was hanging on the wall, and also told her to take it without the sheath. Otherwise, it will create some trouble. The butler drew the sword and carried it into the morning room. There was a door near the writing table, leading to a back stairway. Jane vanished through it with such lightning rapidly that the butler doubted. Here we are. Where is Miss Martlet? He asked Sturridge, who was at the moment crossing the hall. Writing letters in the morning rooms, said Sturridge. She wants to copy the inscription of old basket hilted sabre. Okay, he told that she wants to copy that. Copy what? Copy that. The inscription. And then pointed to the sword hanging on the wall. I wish you had taken it to her. My hands are all over in oil. Take it without the sheath. It will be less trouble. It will create less problem to you. You just take the sword and take it to her. The butler drew the sword and carried it into the morning room. There was a door near the writing table leading to a back stairway. Jane vanished through it with such lightning rapidity that the butler doubted whether she had seen him come in. Means as he entered in the room was having another day leading to the back stairway. And as she ran away, she just vanished like lightning. Lightning rapidly creates swiftness. Have you seen in the sky when it lightning in the sky? It comes and goes. So in the same manner, she just vanished through it with such lightning rapidly that the butler doubted whether she had seen him come in. He was having a doubt. Okay, having a doubt that whether she had seen him. Half an hour later, Clovis was driving Jane Martlet and her hastily packed luggage to the station. After half an hour, he was ready to just take her off to the station. Mother will awfully vexed when she finds you have gone, he observed to the departing guest. But I will make up some story about an urgent wire having called you away. No need to alarm her unnecessarily about storage. Jane sniffed slightly at Clovis' idea of the unnecessary alarm. However, Clovis' efforts proved useless as Dora wrote the same day that she was postponing her visit. Okay, so this was the thing that he created an story. He blamed it to the butler Sturridge, and he had just you can say he had just lay out a successful plan to send her back. And when he asked her not to tell anything to mother, unnecessary alarm. And at the same time, Dora has written that she has postponed her visit. So this was the story of the hen. It was just begin with the hen, and here it ends with the butler. So now it is a time for the comprehension that we will do in the next video. Resume to the next video. Thank you.